haven't seen this car in a hot minute. Good old Christine. We got the Mark II, the Mark III, and the Mark VI. Just a good old driveway full of Jettas. And a Tiguan, but mainly full of Jettas. So I want you guys to see, and you're gonna be oh so proud of me. No more lights on the dash. Well, it was only the OXS light, but I finally stopped being lazy. I pressed the button, I reset it, and now, nice clean dash, light free. All right, we are officially back home, dropping off the Mark II and hopping in the good old wagon. But I have to brag about this car for a quick moment. So the drive from North Dakota to Florida is about 2,100 miles, give or take where you're going. This car did 900 miles without missing a single beat, like literally 900 exactly, until the starter solenoid got too hot. You've heard me complain on an automatic 1.8 Mark II, the starter is literally on the backside of the engine between the block and the exhaust. The worst possible spot for maintenance and just for heat. It's literally just baking back there, and when you drive this car for like 6 hours straight, it gets so hot, the starter solenoid gets overheated, and you can't start the car anymore. So this car went on the trailer, and I drove that car the remaining like 1,100 miles. Both cars did great. This would have made it no problem, and made the drive today no problem. But again, the choice to put the starter on the back side of the block between that and the exhaust, literally the worst decision I've ever seen, and a huge fault in this car. Now, I heard the OEM ones don't do it as bad. This one was a remanufactured one, so it's not as strong as OE, but regardless, the OEM ones had a tendency of doing it as well. So if you drove too much and the solenoid got hot, you turn the car off, go turn it back on, nothing. We had a little thing going where we'd tap the starter solenoid, one tap, turn the key, it turned right back on. But after like I had 6-7 hours of driving, it just was so hot, couldn't do anything. So this car went on the trailer, that car got driven, and now they're both here. This thing's dope, I love it, but the starter thing, it's an issue. It's much hotter in Florida, so now even like in this car, like an hour-long drive, hour-and-a-half long drive, it's getting too hot to where you turn the car off, it might not turn back on. Gotta let it sit for like 30 minutes to an hour, let it cool off, and then it cranks back up. But it's very, very annoying. So either a manual swap very soon for this car, or just like short drives right now, or, well, I can't do or yet because the 3.6 isn't ready yet, but probably a manual swap first for this car because the engine itself, bulletproof. Temp wise, this thing was perfect the whole way. It's just the starter that sucks. So if we do a manual swap on the car, then the starter's up here where it's supposed to be, not getting fried between a block and an exhaust, then there's no more issue. So I'll be looking for a 5-speed manual transmission for the 1.8. That we can drive this car until the 3.6 is ready. But honestly, the 1.8, I really don't mind. It's just a cruiser, not a race car. Even though you guys heard the exhaust, it's much, much quieter now. It's still kind of loud, but after I repatched everything, let it sit for 2 days, all of the exhaust nice and sealed up, so that's good. It still sounds cool, not near as loud, thankfully, but it still got some tone to it. She's still a bit of a race car. But like I said, manual transmission on the list of things to do. The swap shouldn't be too hard. Then we can drive this car all the time and no overheating issues, and she's good until the 3.6. But other than that, the car, like, genuinely, this car is so solid. And I gotta say, this car is actually great on fuel, even though when you're doing 80 miles an hour in this car with the 3-speed auto, you're sitting at like 3,900 RPM, which isn't great, but even then, it's still not terrible on gas. But I cannot wait to have a 5-speed in there, toss it in 5th gear, and just cruise out and not be sitting at like 4,000 RPM. But yeah, that is your overall update on the Mark II. Drove this car literally 900 miles exactly. Put it to the screen, and then we just couldn't start it anymore. At the time, we didn't know the solenoid was just overheated, so we swapped cars, drove the wagon. That car's obviously bulletproof, ready to go no matter what. But this one, you can only drive so long before it's too hot. Can't do anything. Now again, an OEM starter might be better, but I'll tell you what, I really don't want to have to go down there again, pull the rear mount or loosen the rear mount, pull the axle to do another auto starter. I would rather do an entire transmission swap and to eliminate the entire problem. All right, so I've got the keys. The car's been sitting for about an hour or so. It was a 2-hour drive here. Let's see if she cranks right back up. Sometimes she will, sometimes she wants to sit for longer. We'll see, we'll see. Make sure I don't crash into anything. Nope, see, look at nothing. Nothing. So, still too hot. Again, it's much hotter in Florida than driving down from the north. So, this is what happens. You drive the car, you turn it off. If you just leave the car on the way here, I had to get gas, left the car running, filled it up, was out of there. But if you turn it off, this is the risk. This is the risk. Again, this has been about an hour of sitting. I think it's getting worse as it gets fried more and more. Again, if you're somebody who worked on this car as a design sample, like an engineer, why? Why would you put electronics between the super hot block and the exhaust? Why? With this little tiny heat shield. I did think about just like wrapping the entire starter and like heat tape all over back there, but I just want it all gone. I want a manual transmission and just delete all that dumbness. I was gonna show you guys how good the car sounds, but she don't want to start. There is a bit of a rattle back here because where I made that hanger going through where I drilled the hole, I need to put like a rubber grommet. It just rattles in there. Other than that, super solid. Sounds pretty good and not that bad. Oh, also, look at that. Welcome her to the family. Start one more time. Let's start one more time. Also, trying to start this car by myself, if I have to try and hit the starter and be here, you're like standing right here, reaching around. It's not fun. Will you start? Nope. I hear it click, but actually right now if it's clicking, if I tapped it once, it might start. Well, we might as well try it real fast. See if I can't do it by myself. All right, these are our tools. You know, old reliable. Love the hammer. And still got the pry bar. She's just been here for years. Just love this thing. So let me show you the process if I can get it to work at all. So I'm gonna set this like so, right there. Kind of hard to see, but it's right on top of the solenoid. Kind of prop it like that. Let's grab our hammer. And then I'll have to put the camera somewhere so I can swing the hammer, turn the key, and we'll see what happens. Okay, here we go. We're going to a couple pre-taps. I'm gonna reach way in there. Gotta line it up. One hand here, one there. So we can't get it. I hit the horn, that was kind of loud. Let's try again. We got it. I mean, for 40 bucks, that's really not bad. Also, I'm not sure if you noticed there, as I was like, with the wheel turn, with this turn to the side, when I turned the key, it was honking, which is weird, but it is what it is. She's running. It's really not a bad sound. So, let's cut her off because she's gonna stay here. But yeah, that is the, that's a process. If it's too hot, you can tap it and sometimes get away with it. But if it's like super overheated, you're done. You're sitting for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, or you toss them on the trailer and you drive the VR6 because it's just always the VR6. That's the move. But also manual, 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 manual. So I just want to do a quick video updating you guys on the Mark II. She made it 900 miles, no issues. And again, if it was a manual, would have made it the entire way because I want to drive this car the entire way because obviously it's stock height. I didn't want to damage anything on that car. Crazy enough, we did about 2,100 miles in total. Aside from this getting too hot and couldn't start anymore, we had 0 issues, which is nuts. Super thankful, glad everything made it here safe and sound, but that's a far trip to have nothing go wrong. Very thankful. So yeah, just wanted to do a quick update video for you guys. Mark II, alive and well. We got a manual swap at ASAP and VR6 wagon, of course. I built this car to be a daily driver. We pulled the engine out, did the chains, guides, clutch, rear main seal, everything. This thing is an absolute champ. 1,100 miles, again, no issues. I am very, very thankful because to drive that far literally anything can happen. So glad they made it here safely. All right, so I meant to record this hours ago and I forgot, and now it's very, very dark outside. But I do want to show, because this morning we had a Mk2 Jetta, a 3 Jetta, and a 6 Jetta, but now we got a 3, a 4. The Tiguan's pretty much a 5, not a Jetta, but 3, 4, pretty much a 5. And technically it's a 6.5, but 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll take it. Probably can't really tell, but the driveway looks super cool. You can't see anything actually. More light? More light? Kind of. It looks cool. Very, very cool to see the wagon next to Greg's Christine and the Mark 6. It's just cool to see this car sitting in Florida in this driveway. Kind of nuts. Couple other super cool things Greg has. Beautiful bus. I don't know the year, but he's going through and doing like new body panels, repairing the rust, welding. Like, he's going all out on this thing. Look at this. This was mostly complete when he got it, and now he's gone through and taken everything out. He's going to cut this off, which actually I might do for him, but that's got to go. He has all these new pieces over here, brand new front. These are the pieces for right over here, doors back there. I mean, like, this is a gnarly project. You can see all this is missing. Yeah, this is definitely a gnarly project, but he now knows how to weld, which is super cool, and they'll do body work, and just overall, very cool project. And that's not cool enough. Bam, Beetle. Also, don't know the year. This is a spare engine, I think, for that one, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this is also very, very cool. She needs some love for sure, but still, to have a bus and a Beetle and then a Mark III VR6, it's cool. Very, very cool stuff here. And also, everyone should go comment on Greg's channel, make more videos. Because my man's, actually I can't really talk. I didn't make a video for a long time. So, also to me, but make more videos. Because this kind of stuff, like seeing it go from what it was to all the way torn down, then new metal, new doors, welding, bodywork, that kind of stuff is really cool. So much work going into this thing. Yeah, that's why I showed off, because this is cool. That's cool. The driver looks awesome. All cool stuff. I'm gonna end this video here. I guess this was mostly just a Mark II update for the most part, and then showing Greg's stuff. But I'm trying to stay on it, try to make videos, stay on schedule again. It won't be every single day, but I won't go, I think it was like almost 2 weeks of no upload. So hopefully that's not the case anymore, and we have more regular stuff on the channel. So hope you guys enjoyed. Do not forget, be thankful for every single day. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.